Your brain is made of ordinary matter, atoms, cells, and electrical signals. Yet somehow, from this physical machinery emerges the subjective feeling of being alive. This transition from raw matter to conscious awareness remains a central question in science and philosophy, one that current technology still cannot fully explain. We often live under the assumption that our perception acts like a passive video camera, providing a direct and perfect recording of the world around us. The gorilla experiment demonstrates how easily that assumption of a perfect recording can be broken. When participants were asked to count basketball passes, they became so focused on the task that most failed to notice a person in a gorilla suit walking through the middle of the screen. This phenomenon is known as inattentional blindness. It reveals the significant gap between what our eyes see and what we actually experience. If a person in a gorilla suit can remain invisible in plain sight, then awareness is not a window into reality, it is a selective model. Every second, the brain receives a flood of information. Millions of signals arrive from the eyes and ears, while nerves track everything from your heartbeat to the pressure of clothes against your skin. If you consciously experienced every one of these signals at once, your mind would be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of data. To prevent this, the brain filters reality. Scientists describe consciousness as a spotlight in a dark theater. It illuminates only a tiny part of the stage, while the rest remains hidden. Awareness, therefore, is the process of selecting specific details from a chaotic environment and deciding what becomes part of your experience. Modern neuroscience suggests that perception works as a controlled hallucination. The brain actively constructs the world you see, rather than simply reacting to it. Consider color. The physical world only contains electromagnetic wavelengths. Your brain translates these into red sunsets and blue oceans. This applies to sound, too. Outside your mind, air molecules simply vibrate. Your brain transforms these into music, language, and emotion. The reality you experience is a representation generated inside your own mind. If the brain is actively constructing this entire experience, it raises a difficult question. Who exactly is experiencing it? While we often imagine a central self sitting in a control room, neuroscience has never found a single center of consciousness in the brain. Awareness emerges from vast, decentralized networks. Separate regions processing vision, memory, and emotion combine into the unified experience of me. Yet this identity is fluid. When you remember an event, the brain partially reconstructs it, shifting details to reshape the story. This mystery is known as the hard problem of consciousness. We can see the brain activity, but we cannot yet explain why physical processes produce a subjective inner life. Understanding that reality is a constructed model provides a practical way to influence our experience. Because attention determines what enters our awareness, what we focus on defines our world. If our attention is consistently drawn to fear or distraction, our reality is built from those elements. Practices like meditation and mindfulness are biological methods for training these attention networks. Brain scans show measurable changes in emotional regulation and attention in those who undergo this training. While we cannot control every thought, we can influence where our awareness rests, and where awareness goes, experience follows. When the constant mental predictions of our brain finally quiet down, we are able to experience moments of truly deep presence. In these moments, the focus shifts away from the past or the future, and awareness simply observes the present as it unfolds. We may not yet understand why awareness exists in a physical universe, but there is a profound reality in the fact that physical matter became complex enough to question its own existence.